Been long enough. I got the offset box drained. This was above the water line as well. The water line was there. So I'm gonna pull this apart and take a look. You can see this is the back side of the banding. Quite a bit of water got underneath. Okay, so here's a really good shot of how much that water crept underneath that banding right there. I just peeled this corner back, but it definitely got water underneath that corner. But down here at the bottom and all along here where that other banding was, you can see just how much water crept underneath that banding. This is the top of the banding above the water line. You do see a little bit of water in the corner, the very corner there. These bandings that were upright on these corners actually stayed pretty dry. I just pulled this corner back. This is pretty wet right here. And then here you can see it's dry over here, but then underneath that corner, where that corner just came off, it got pretty wet back there too as well. This is a shot of under the banding from the other side. From that angle, you can really tell how much of the water got underneath that banding. And this doesn't change my life one way or the other. I'm just showing you what happened after this test. But that is a substantial amount of wicking that got underneath that banding. Same thing in this corner. This corner all stayed dry other than the hard wicking at the top. But each corner that I'm pulling off, it did get water underneath each corner. Now after about 5 minutes of it being in the air, you can tell the thinset here is dry on the video, but you can see the amount of moisture that got underneath. So my final take would be this. Would this system work well enough in a shower to keep it protected? Yes, I believe it would. Does it wick water? Does it get water underneath the waterproofing membrane? Yes, it does. We just saw it. It wouldn't be my first choice. I'd say my WP 980 would knock it completely out of the world. But overall, in a normal day-to-day shower, I don't think that Schluter would fail. But the takeaway is that this box was fully wrapped in waterproof membrane, and you saw in all those corners and that edge right there that water did get underneath the waterproofing membrane. So would it be my first choice of waterproofing a shower? No. Is it the best on the market? No. But overall, I'd say that in this water box test situation, the Curdy fabric performed pretty well.